Hey, if your house is anything like mine and doesn't circulate the air conditioning very well, then you'll probably want to hear this, because as we know, it's extremely hot out there right now and everybody's HVAC systems are pumping like crazy. ERCOT is telling us, hey, crank it up to 82 degrees or whatever they're telling us now. It's just extremely hot out there and everybody's trying to catch a little bit of respite of this incredible heat. Well, I have a living room that's extremely tall and lofty, and downstairs really cool, but the heat truly rises up. And so if you're in that boat, here are some things that I've done to help prevent just from some of that happening, where the heat is always going up, the cool air is kind of sagging down. And if you're living upstairs, or if your kids are living upstairs and you got one room that's extremely hot and the other is extremely cool, or whatever the case, then you may want to look in this. I would say that for me, one of the most important things is to have a ceiling fan that's not only running, but also running in the backwards direction, especially the ones that are hanging over that lofty area. I run it backwards, so it pushes some of that cool air back up into that upper story, that second story of your housing area. In addition, if you're like me and have a room that has a pitched ceiling and where some of that insulation is just not very thick, it's really thin, it may just be some very minimal bats in there, you may want to put it in a position where you actually can have a good fan in there that's actually pumping really good. And make sure that whether you or your HVAC tech goes up there and make sure your ductwork is not getting choked. Many of these homes have HVAC guys go in there, and what they'll do is they'll strap it up, and what will happen is they will choke off about half of that airflow because of those straps pinch those ducts. And so I would just say making sure those ducts are operating properly, making sure you're having good flow, and you'll have a nice, cool house.